All right, we'll take up file 2016-54072. This is the matter of Kira Russell and Nathan Angulo, and third party Jay Van Ostenburg is the payee. Ms. Van Ostenburg and Ms. Russell are both present. This is the date and time that was set to address bench warrant that was issued in this matter. Ms. Russell, well, folks, I'm the referee of the court assigned to handle these matters. At the conclusion of this hearing, I'll make a recommendation that'll become a court order. Ms. Russell, you have the right to have a lawyer. If you wish, you could hire one, or I could appoint one for you, or you could proceed without and represent yourself. Do you know what you'd like to do?
I'm sorry, what was the last part?
You have the right to have a lawyer. If you wish, you could, I could give you a chance to hire one, or I could appoint one for you, or you could waive your right to a lawyer and represent yourself.
I'm just going to represent myself today. I understand everything that you said.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Hummel, do you have an update in the matter?
Yes, in the 2016 case, Ms. Russell's ordered to pay $97 child support, $18 medical support. She has a balance of $3,697.50. Of that, $1,557.23 is owed to the plaintiff. $1,547.77 is owed to the state of Michigan. $400 in bench warrant fines, $192.50 in fees. We've received one bond payment November 14th of 2019 of $50.
All right, and so there are two cases. Are the parties the same in both cases?
The payees are, yes.
All right, I guess we'll take up both then. So we'll also address file 2018-55773. And Ms. Russell and Ms. Van Ostenburg are here on that case as well. What's owed in that case?
She is billed also $97 child support, $18 medical support. She has a balance of $3,676.50. Of that, $400 is bench warrant fines, $1,557.25 is owed to the third party. $1,547.75 is owed to the state of Michigan, $171.50 in fees. Again, only one payment, $50 bond, November 14th of 2019.
All right, and Ms. Russell, do you agree that you owe the amount stated in each case?
Yes, I understand and I agree.
All right, and you haven't made a payment in 3.5 years. Why is that?
Haven't had the right priorities, and it really sucks that I'm in here today because I called, and this is what initially brought me to coming to jail. I called to report a domestic violence against my sister, and I believe that was sometime last week, and I was supposed to start my first day at West Michigan Janitorial that next day, but apparently I had some pay or stay fines to take care of in Muskegon County. And so I went there, and now I'm here before you today.
All right, so you were starting a job where?
West Michigan Janitorial. My grandpa was supposed to bring me to Nuevo High School that Thursday at 4 p.m. and I was supposed to bring my ID and my birth certificate and stuff so I can get all signed up and be put on a schedule.
Oh, okay. That was what, last week?
Yes.
And when did you start working there?
I would have started on Thursday. Last Thursday.
All right. Where'd you work before that?
I haven't had any job, anything. I can't even probably remember the last time before that I had an actual job. I applied to More Living Connections and they had hired me in January, but due to a background check, they declined their offer for employment.
Okay.
So I have been actively searching and I did find something, but I just wasn't expecting to go to jail. I didn't realize that I had warrants in Muskegon County.
So when you made that, where were you working when you made that bond payment back in 2019?
I'm not quite sure. I think it was a factory in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I couldn't exactly tell you.
And what ended up, why'd you leave that job?
I believe it was when I was on, my probation and I had just gotten out of Muskegon County Jail after doing some, not so good things, and I'm pretty sure I had overdosed on heroin where I was staying and no longer was staying there anymore and went to go live back in my grandfather's.
And you quit that job?
Yes, I couldn't stay where I was staying at anymore.
And then, have you worked since then?
No, this would be the first job since then.
So, what have you been doing when all that time? I mean, how have you been making ends meet? How do you have food to eat and clothes to wear and a place to stay and all that kind of stuff?
A lot of it's been out of the kindness of my grandfather's heart. I receive food stamps.
You're able to work though?
I am able to work, yes, and I'm hoping that this West Michigan janitorial will understand if I call them today and say, hey, I'm sorry about what happened and I'm sorry I wasn't able to make it, but I'm able to work and I'm ready to come in.
Yeah. So you're able to work for those preceding 3 years or so, and you simply chose not to?
I think I was going through a lot of different things at that time, but yes, ultimately probably chose not to. I suffer from a lot of mental health conditions and went through a lot of things during that time. On and off homelessness and incarceration. But I could have made better choices. Most definitely.
So did you receive treatment or anything like that for the mental health issues?
I've attempted to go to Turning Point, Pine Rest, places like that. Yes, I have tried to make meetings and things like that and appointments.
You've tried, does that mean you've gone or you thought
No,
about it?
I did.
No?
I did go to Turning Point. I did go to Pine Rest, things like that this last summer.
All right.
I did try to go through CMH just kind of recently. My mom was taking me there and just, I think I had it got kind of hard on me and so I stopped going. But my mom tried taking me earlier this past year.
So did you adequately address those issues then?
Yeah, I have, and I know that I know what problems I have and I've been trying to address them. Yes, they're not, yes.
Okay. Did you graduate from high school?
No, I did not, and that is another thing I'm trying to work on is getting my GED.
All right, but you've held jobs since high school. When did you finish high school?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the first part of what you said, sir.
When did your high school career end?
My high school career ended probably a year before I would have graduated in 2015. So I stopped going to high school probably in 2014.
All right, so you've had jobs since then though, but then you chose not to
Yes.
work, you chose not to work for like 3 years?
Due to probably living situations and incarcerations, yes. Or not having a vehicle.
Okay. All right, Ms. Van Ostenburg, anything you wanted to say?
Sure. So I don't think Kira has the capability to ever pay this off. I don't think that she can mentally work. I don't think that she has accurately described that she's tried anything. I took her to CMH once when you gave her her last break, and that was the one and only time she ever went. I'm not really sure. I don't think, I just don't think that she's ever going to be able to make any payments. I don't think that she's mentally capable of doing anything at this point in time until she get some counseling for drug abuse and for like the mental disorder or how she's feeling that makes her use drugs to escape that.
All right. Kira, anything else you want to address?
No,
Ms. Hall, what are the sentences that have been imposed here?
She had 4 warrants and there's only one time she sat 72 days. The rest of them she's been released.
That's not what I mean. I mean, what sentence is she facing today on each case?
90 days each,
What's the bond?
$1,000 bond each. She did
All
just do 2 days in Muskegon County.
All right, at this time, it appears that Ms. Russell has had a job in the past that she left voluntarily, from which she made her last payment, which was 3.5 years ago. That she didn't finish high school, but she's proven that she does have the ability to work when necessary. And has failed to do that and failed to make payments for 3.5 years now. The sentences of 90 days on each case would be imposed. I'll drop the bond to $500 on each case, so the total will be 90 days or $1,000. And that'd be $500 on case 16-54072 and $19,500 on case 18-55773.
Mr. Page?
Ms. Russell, you can object to my either of you can object to my recommendation if you wish and have a hearing with the judge, or you can accept the sentence. Do you know what you'd like to do?
can I say something?
I just want to know at this point if you want to accept the sentence or if you want to appeal it and have a hearing with the judge.
I mean, I don't know how long that would take to have the appeal with the judge, but all I wanna say is
Might
just
be
to
today.
change
It
your
might be.
mind.
It might be. No, I'm not going to do that. It might be today. It might be tomorrow. It'll certainly be as soon as the judge is available to have a hearing.
Okay, well, I'm 20 weeks pregnant. I need to find a place to live for me and my child. I'm coughing so much that my bladder's empty and I'm still like full blown peeing my pants. I hate to be vulgar like that. I need to go to the hospital. I need to get
Okay,
me
if
and
you
my
have-
baby checked,
you have-
right?
If you have medical needs, the jail will set that up.
Okay, but I also want you to know, Mr. Page, that I have a job that I can go to and I'm more than willing to have it set up so I can go automatically to child support. I just need that one chance to get out and make it right. And I know it seems like I've had many of those
I've given you-
chances, but
I've
I'm
given
due
you
in
so many
July.
chances. I've given you so many chances over the years that that time ran out. Okay, you've gone 3.5 years without a payment. You quit a job from which you made your last payment. You've proven you can get a job when pushed, and maybe you have one now, maybe you don't. I don't know, but at this point, my recommendation is 90 days, $500 on each case. If you want to accept that, that's fine. If not, then Ms. Hummel will get a hold of Judge Dykeman. You'll have a hearing with her just as soon as possible.
Okay, well, I'm sorry to disrespect what you're saying, but I would like to talk
that's
with
fine.
someone else, please.
That's fine. Ms. Hummel, go ahead and set that up as quickly as possible. All right, we're all set for now. You'll be contacted as soon as Ms. Hummel can set that up with the judge.
I will email Miss Van Ostenburg the Zoom instructions for that courtroom and the date and time. I cannot verify if it will be today or even tomorrow, but as soon as I can get it, I will send that out.